morning. I am Neenu, Assistant Professor in Electronics and Communication Engineering Department from Holidays Academy of Engineering. Today we are discussing about the next topic of Module 4 and traveling wave antennas. It's an important topic, traveling wave antennas. The traveling wave antenna is a non-resonant long wire antenna. That is the traveling wave antenna. Non-resonant long wire antenna. The long wire antenna, before going to the traveling wave antenna, we have to discuss about a long wire antenna. That is, what is a long wire antenna? In the module 2, we have also discussed about the dipole antennas. We also said that a dipole antenna is working. That means the size of the dipole antenna is very low. So the radiation pattern is also very less in the case of dipole antenna. In the case of antennas, the first thing is in your mind is that the dimension of antenna is directly proportional to the radiation intensity. The direction of that means the dimension. If the antenna size is very big, antenna size is very high, the electric field pattern becomes very high. That is, the size of the antenna becomes very high, we get more radiation intensity as an output. Okay, that is the main thing we have keep in mind about the antennas. Okay, so we have studied the dipole antenna in module 2, half wave dipole, short dipole, etc. The problem with the dipole antenna is we get a very small level of radiation pattern. That means radiation intensity is very less, directivity and all the gain also, all things are very less in dipole antenna. So our aim is, in all application, our aim is what? We have to reduce the size and also increase the radiation pattern. That is our aim, to reduce the size of the equipment and increase the radiation pattern. So we go for long wire antenna. And what is a long wire antenna? Long wire antenna is a combination of more dipole antennas. Okay, so the long wire antenna is more, for example, there are n dipole antennas, put it in series, we get a long wire antenna. So the length of the long wire antenna is L is equal to n into lambda by 2. Lambda by 2 is a dipole antenna. We have to place more number of dipoles together as a series. Like a long wire, we get a long wire antenna. So the length of the long wire antenna is n lambda by 2, where n is the number of elements. Number of elements in a long wire antenna, and lambda is the wavelength. Lambda is the wavelength. Okay, that is all about long wire antenna. Long wire antenna is a combination of dipole antenna. If we are using n dipole antenna, the length of the long wire antenna is L is equal to n into lambda by 2. So we get a long wire. That is the meaning, long wire antenna. So we know that a long wire antenna, mainly we are using two types. One is resonant antenna, another one is non-resonant antenna. The first one we have discussed about resonant long wire antenna or resonant antenna. Simply we can say resonant antenna. So in the resonant long wire antenna, we have considered a long wire. We are taking a long wire like this. The length of the long wire L is equal to n lambda by 2. Then the two ends are grounded. These two ends are open ends. So in the resonant long wire antenna, the length is n into lambda by 2. That means the multiple of lambda by 2 always. That is the length of the resonant long wire antenna. And the ends, the two ends, input end and output end, both are open. There is no connection. We have to give a feed current into it. The other end is always open. So that is a resonant antenna. Due to this open end, what will happening at this end? We know that the current, we are providing a current and also providing a current and voltage here. Then this voltage and current are not phase, not in a phase, they are out of phase to each other. Okay, due to that, or any voltage wave or current wave incident at this output, what will happen? There is an interconnection of wire and air. That means there is an impedance mismatch between this long wire and air. Due to this impedance mismatch, what will happening at this junction? There are incoming waves coming to this air. There is an impedance mismatch. What will happen? Reflected waves are emerges from this incoming wave. Reflected waves are produced. But so these incoming waves, incident wave and these reflected waves are stay in this long wire as a standing wave. That we are already known as standing wave. These incident wave and reflected wave is due to the mismatch between the long wire and the air, impedance of the air. So these reflected waves are constructively or destructively interfere each other, produce standing wave antenna. So we get a standing wave here. So this resonant antenna also known as standing wave antenna. Also another name of this antenna is periodic antenna. This is the another name of resonant antenna. That means the length of the antenna is n into lambda by 2, periodically changing. That is periodic antenna. So how is the radiation pattern of this antenna goes? We know that in this long wire, resonant long wire antenna, due to the impedance mismatch, there is incident wave and reflected wave is here. So this is the incident wave and this will be the reflected wave. We are considering the mirror image also. This is the ground, taking the image of this underground. What will happening? The symmetrical section, we get the ray like this. This is the incident wave and this one is the reflected wave, and by adding the rays constructively and destructively get side lobes are also here. Okay, this is the radiation pattern of periodic antenna. In the case of the resonant antenna, directivity is very less. And one other problem is also the angle of the radiation is also dependent on the length. That is the two problems with resonant antenna. Next antenna we are discussing is non-resonant long wire antenna. Then non-resonant long wire antenna, the length of the antenna is n into lambda by 2, and we have mounted the two ends. The input end we have given the current I. The output end is terminated with a resistance. That is the difference with the resonant antenna. In the case of non-resonant antenna, the input end is same as the resonant antenna. The output end we have terminated with an impedance Z0. So the length is always same, that is equal to n lambda by 2. And in this case, the current and voltages are in phase. Voltage and current are traveling same phase. And what will happening at this junction? The long wire antenna impedance will matches to the load impedance. That is by the reflections we can avoid. We can avoid the reflection. There is no reflection in non-resonant long wire antenna. So due to this terminal resistance, this will match the impedance of the long wire. That is why the most of the incident wave will passes to output. Some very little losses are there, but most of the majority of the incident wave is coming as output. So there is no reflection. Due to that, there is no standing wave is here. Due to the reflection, standing waves are formed. But here in non-resonant antenna, no standing waves are exist. So there is no standing waves. That is why it is known as a traveling wave. The non-resonant antenna is known as standing wave antenna. This antenna is known as non-resonant antenna, long wire antenna is known as traveling wave antenna. So that is I am first said that traveling wave antenna is what? A non-resonant long wire antenna is known as traveling wave antenna. As the name indicates, for the traveling, the waves are traveling, there is no reflection or there is no standing waves are present. The waves, that is, we are giving voltage in terms of voltage and current, that is continuously traveling through this wire and produce the output. That means that is delivered to the free space as an antenna. For traveling wave antenna, this continuous antenna, voltages and currents are in phase, that is traveling continuously through the long wire without any reflections. That is the name traveling wave antenna. So traveling wave antenna is nothing but a not resonant long wire antenna. So due to this pattern, there is no reflected waves. That is why the radiation pattern will be like this. This is this one, the upper end, this one, this lower end is the mirror image of this one. So this one is the major lobe, that is the incoming wave. That incoming wave is coming outside as a radiation. That is the radiation. This is the radiation, and this is the minor side lobes are there. Due to minor leakages, there is a minor side lobe is there. Then the mirror image of this one is here. So this is the radiation pattern of traveling wave antenna, that is non-resonant long wire antenna. The radiation pattern is unidirectional. So the directivity is increased in this non-wire antenna. The problem with the resonant antenna is what? The directivity is very less. So this can be overcome by this in traveling wave antenna or non-resonant long wire antenna. This antenna is always known as aperiodic antenna. Aperiodic antenna. So there is no standing waves and voltages and currents are in phase, and there is a terminator resistance with the characteristic impedance of Z0, and the pattern, the radiation pattern is unidirectional. In the case of resonant antenna, it is bidirectional pattern. So this is all about traveling wave antenna. The examples of traveling wave antenna. What we have studied in the module 4 full antennas are the examples of traveling wave antenna. Long wire antenna, we can make it as a traveling wave antenna. V antenna, rhombic antenna, and parabolic reflector antenna, horn antenna. All these antennas are examples of a traveling wave antenna. Then the advantages of this antenna is, we all know that it is very simple. We need only a simple long wire. So it is very simple due to the very easy to construct, so that the cost is very low. Due to the construction is very simple, so cost is very low. Then the advantages is large bandwidth. In the resonant antenna, bandwidth is very low. That is working in a fixed frequency. But this antenna can be working in a range of frequencies. That is very important point. Range of frequencies. So that the bandwidth is large in the case of non-resonant antenna. Then input impedance is very high. These are the requirements of a very good antenna. Next, the application is, we can use it as in commercial applications, military purpose antennas we can use, and radio frequency communication also in